One to another installment of House of Adomawyr. So quickly running audio check because we don't have someone behind the scenes yet to run things for us. Audio sounds good, fantastic, which means we can be moving forward. Yay! Yeah, it's been crazy. So yeah, first things first. Drayman's, please sponsor us. I want beer.
I want beer.
Yeah, maybe one day if we're big enough and enough people buy from them, we can organize beer for everyone else. But at the same time, if they sponsor us, then maybe we can afford to have a little bit more beer to go around the table, you know? For now, I'm just enjoying Drayman's. In my horn.
A horny guy.
Yeah, I'm assuming that should I ever have the opportunity to be a player, I should probably play a tiefling because of horns.
Yes, I agree.
Which is probably going to go better than the last time I was a player and I played a Goblin Barbarian.
Okay,
Fuck that one. Earnestly fuck that one.
He probably would have been open to that.
I know. It's not what I meant.
No, that's not what you meant. But that is how my brain will interpret it. So yes, that one time, well, one of the few times I was a player, I played a flamboyantly gay goblin barbarian named Madbone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And didn't I play a racist human cleric?
Yeah, something along those lines. I don't know. What I do remember is a flamboyantly gay goblin. And my ex was Dungeon Master.
And I almost died because of your freaking goblins fuckery.
So
I almost died many times.
yeah, but I think only once was because of the goblin. That I'm aware of. But anyways, so Drayman's, thanks for making good beer. Please keep on doing it, and hopefully we can send enough purchases your way that you can actually just give us beer in the future. But until such time, I will continue buying it. So Mike is aware of this one. Sorry, it's foaming over a little because it's rough on the inside.
Like
Don't look too deeply into that. So Mike is aware of this one. Ren and Samuel not as much. And this would be the first time that I am saying this in a manner where other people are privy to it, for lack of a better term. This is the official Diary of a Beerman toast, which I will be utilizing more often and regularly in different places, and you'll see it popping up. I have lived, I have loved, I have laughed. If God wants me, He can take me. But until that time, I wish to live a life worthy of the divine, and to those who matter at all. Skull.
Skull.
So, getting on with it, seeing as we are here to play D&D and not talk about beer the whole evening, although I can do that very well as well. Maybe another stream. So, last we left off, Timogen ran off again. No one knows where he is because it's Timogen. But the other three of you, Grizz, Will, and Isla, yeah, Megan's obviously not here. She's writing exams tomorrow, so she needs to study. Megan, if you're watching, go study. If you're not, cool, study. Still study.
Fun studying.
The three of you spent some time over at Inagron and deciphered the third page of the book. And figured it out. Opening up the book, which, while you didn't realize it directly as characters, your players are aware of the fact that this is the next stepping stone. You are now a level up. But your characters will find out in the next few days of the new abilities they have acquired. And upon opening this book, you are confronted with a page significantly different to the previous page. A lot less organic. In fact, it is not organic at all, but rather a collection of gears. Well, you feel it tugging inside you, almost as if your docent is reaching out to this page. You're not quite sure why, but you feel as if there is some form of a link between either your past or your kind to this particular page.
Okay. Is that cool?
So, at this point, I'm going to say quickly roll me an insight check.
What's that? 23.
You know enough about mechanical objects to notice that something is amiss with this page. You're not quite sure if it's that there are gears that is just unaligned, or if there is perhaps gears missing to this puzzle. But from what you perceive to be the inputs and the outputs, there is a break in the link. Because you rolled this high, your docent reveals something else to you. Something you, on the one hand, did not expect, and on the other hand, did not want. This break in the linkage in the book is in part intentional, and quite probably a large portion of the reason why the Warforged have not been seen on Iraba in the last few thousand years. Solving this might cause exactly what you want, bringing the Warforged Armada to the Isles of Adomawyr. So, what do you wish to do?
So you finish this night. I would like to inspect the mechanism, just see if there's any obvious parts or positionings that I can fix.
Roll an investigation.
Investigation. Just 10, that's 24.
At this particular point, there is not much that you can do.
Okay.
You do notice that it is not gears as such that is missing. All the necessary gears is there. The part that appears to be missing is a means to access the gears in order to adjust them to align once again. There are several input points as well as several ways to access those input points to change them up, giving possibly a few different outcomes. The way you guys are writing now, I feel like I'm teaching a class.
Just, this is going to be an exam.
Yes.
I didn't do my homework.
Yeah, well, that we know.
Are the gears behind like a sort of force field or glass or something? So because I can see them but I can't access them.
Yes. So you're not quite sure what it is. You don't think it is glass. Force field is probably closer to the truth.
Okay. I see this thing here.
Grows looming on the side of you, like, did you find anything?
It's something that has a linkage to my lineage, and I don't know how to fix it yet. But I need to. Well, obviously.
Okay. I would hope so.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic just to see what school of magic may encompass it. As I get flashbang from Inagrand's room.
So the magic you find at this point within this particular page is the same kind of magic that is giving you life.
Okay. I am going to, I can't remember if with a docent I think you can it's telepathically talk to them, but I'm just going to ask my docent, do you have a starting point for me? Where I can maybe find something to lead me to an answer.
It's quiet for a few moments, almost as if it is thinking, deciding. When it answers, you feel certain about the answer it is giving you. But at this point, it's better than anything else you've got. It states that your parts are close. And you might be able to make some of them if you find the means how. So at this point, you are very much aware that there are 3 components, 3 keys missing.
Find a way to make them in a physical sense, like blacksmithing.
Quite literally, yes. If you're able to find one of the 3, it might give you enough information to make more. Although it might be easier to find a blueprint, seeing as it is a key and they are keyed very specifically. So figuring out what the actual shape of the head of the key looks like might be somewhat challenging.
The blueprint. Here. I doubt it'll be at any random magic shop or something. Inegron, do you have any plans, drawings, something that alludes to a key, something akin to a key?
I'm not so sure. It is possible that there is something along those lines in my library, but it also depends on what type of key you're looking for. I will have to have a look.
Tell me again, how did you come across this book?
I don't think I have actually told you.
No, you just gave it to us, I think.
So, it was quite strange, in fact. I found it among other books in my library, having no recollection of how it got there in the first place. It could have been among random books I bought several years ago. It could be that it was sent to me by some other deity.
Where in your library?
Well, amongst the books.
Well, yes, but where specifically? And why do you suspect it might have replaced another book? Do you think it
I don't
just
think
filled
it
the space
necessarily
was there?
replaced the book, but rather was just added to the library.
Okay. I wonder if specifically where you found it.
Well, if I can show you.
Yes, please.
And he takes you down to the level that is the library, with its many shelves of books. And he takes you to a spot
where there's clearly a book missing, a large book. Having a quick look, you do notice this does appear to be roughly the size of the book he gave you to try and decipher. Looking around, it appears as if it's being surrounded by books regarding divination magic.
Do you have a section of books relating to locks, spells of sealing or force fields or anything of the sort?
Not really, no. I've never just studied that branch of magic.
How high is this this gapped area where the book used to be?
So the shelves are about a foot, 30 centimeters high, all of them. And then the books contained within them is of various heights. So at this point, you can only really notice the distance between the two different books.
I mean, like physically from the ground, how high is it? Like, is it within? Okay, so
well, it's a relative concept considering some of you are very short and some of you are
it's
very
eye level to me.
it's eye level to someone of Inagram's stature. So
Okay,
you
so
need
I
to
bend
bend
down.
quite
Okay.
a bit.
With my detect magic active, I'd like to investigate the area and see if there's any remnant of a similar magic nearby, present.
You do notice several, well, not several, lots of spots of magic because you are in a wizard's library, of course. But nothing that indicates anything similar to either you or this page of the book. Well, nothing else.
Where to start? And now we'll just pacing around.
So the library is small enough to be completely encompassed by the range. Nothing.
Well, I'm like thinking, so I'm like spacing around, just muttering to myself.
Roll a history check for me quickly. In this regard, because of your docent, you would actually get advantage.
Okay. Good thing. Oh no, actually my first roll was fine. 23.
Aha, DC was 25, fuck you.
Well,
Why did you say it?
my first roll was a 13.
That was our secret, Mike.
Damn it, sorry.
Second roll was a 4. Sorry.
There's a tugging feeling. I'm not sure if it's yourself or the docent, that because of the history of this place and how it was discovered initially, that what you're looking for will be in town. Not necessarily in a magic shop, but Adomawyr was initially discovered and founded by elves. Elves who have a extended lifespan, for lack of a better term, longer lifespan, and a thirst for knowledge, and therefore collects sources of knowledge from around the rest of Iraba.
Okay.
So, looking amongst what the owls have might give you some results.
Okay, well, we'll take out a piece of parchment, still pacing, and we'll scribble some stuff down.
Grish just looks at the hole.
It came from here, right?
He says to Necron,
Yes. Do you mind?
he just takes the nearest one from the hole. That book.
Well, what does it say?
So, as you take out that book, the rest on that side fall over.
Sorry. Well, what does it say?
He just points the book at you.
Oh, just remember. What? I look at the book. It's the Jibber Jabber Walkie book of
Jibber jabber.
Nemdon Slam something. Okay.
There you have it, folks.
That didn't help anything. Now it's just a mess.
And he places it sideways back on him.
Negron just steps up and pushes them forward and pushes them back in his place.
Gives like,
Not much of a knowledge, are you?
no, that was my best guess.
Clearly. How do you survive with buffoons like this?
Barely.
Say, what happened to Jay? I haven't seen him in quite a while.
Neither have we. Well, neither have I. He went mad with the Necronium quite a while back, actually. Did we not tell you?
You could have, but it might have slipped my mind, or we were busy with other things and we didn't get around to it. I can't rightly recall.
You remember those mines that we visited for
Yes.
20 minutes?
Yes, of course.
He touched a vein of it, went mad, fled, and haven't seen him since. Met his brother, B,
Yeah, as a brother.
indeed,
Fascinating.
but B didn't stay very long.
That's unfortunate.
Didn't you get that weird magazine?
Was into some interesting things.
50 Shades.
I was just curious. I haven't seen him in a while, and he was a fascinating character.
He was, and I miss that companion of mine. Someone intellectual I could have actually bounced things off of. He and I sorted the first page of the book, if I remember correctly. Anyway, so be it. This pulling force towards town that I'm experiencing, is it a constant, or is it a if I focus on it only then?
It's more of a suggestion that because of the town's history, the island's history, well, the short history. I mean, considering the island presumably only exists for about 30 years, while the whole of the atmosphere exists for about 15,000 years. I mean, it's just dots in the timeline.
Yeah.
So, but considering the town's history and how it was founded, there is a chance that there are some deep sources of knowledge locked away by the elves in Rivergate itself.
To the town council. No, so we're missing.
Crazy enough as it is, I want to try and drive you guys nuts as well.
Where are we going?
I think I'd like to go to town with inquiry to this. Where did you say Timogen was?
Last I saw him, he was with the one you called Tamido. Why? Because you.
How far is the tavern from the city? I keep forgetting the layout of the city council. I think it's quite the opposite of town. Then
It's pretty much the opposite side of town. So, city council is fairly obviously within town itself. Let me just quickly swap over cameras so everyone else can also see what we're looking at. See, one day I will have kind of money to buy a stream deck, and then it'll be a lot easier to organize the stream with.
Okay.
Or in reality, just come buy from us at Comic-Con so I can get money so I can afford things like this. And then hopefully Brennan won't cover it with his head. I'm
So
joking
this is
about
where
that.
we are, correct?
So you guys are around about there. Town council is
City
somewhere
council's there.
there.
Here.
And then Cloak and
Cloak and
Dagger
Dagger,
is that side. So
Okay.
you guys are completely on the opposite side, but passing by the city council, you will pass fairly close by the city council on your way to the Cloak and Dagger.
I did send a messenger last time, I think, as well.
To Temujin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just sit outside the room,
Okay.
and when he's done, to come to the guild.
Fair enough.
Then you didn't follow this order.
I denied.
I will go.
I have a plan, so don't you stress.
I will.
Yet.
Negron, I think we will take our leave for now. I will update you on any and all new developments regarding the book, at the very least. And yes, see you shortly, hopefully, as I then briskly make my way to the portal.
I follow him just like, lucky we didn't blow something up this time. And your friends have to go to the portal.
Yes.
Okay. So, obviously, through the
Yes.
portal.
Yes, welcome to the guild.
Guild.
I will go. I will look around for Feline if she's possibly present somewhere.
You don't find her directly.
Well, I will scour and then I will go to the reception. Have you seen Feline?
Not recently, no.
So she hasn't been in
Apologies.
yet. What's the time of day? I ask as I
It's later afternoon currently.
Okay, so she hasn't been back, you say? Right. I'll turn to Grizz. I suspect it might be too late for a city council visit, and I definitely am not going to go without Feline. Shall we go find Temujin?
Wait, what about the city council? Why are we going to that hellhole?
Archives. Hopefully.
Isn't there a public library or something?
True. Is there a library?
Maybe. I'd say yes, there is one.
Do I know where it is?
Receptionist, where's
You
the library?
haven't been there yourself, but you
I've seen it.
you know where it is. You've passed by it.
Where would it be roughly? Just say.
In the richer districts, the same
Close to where we
area
are.
to where the city council is.
Okay.
Well, you're outside the city walls.
Yeah. True. Just outside. Okay. Quick stop at the library.
Why?
And
Give me
then-
beyond why?
Quick stop at the library, and then we will go find Temujin.
Okie dokie.
You are the one that saw him last.
Well, I saw him leave with a lady.
So you saw him last. Right. And I will make my way to the library in a not brisk but not slow manner. Fairly average but carrying an aura of urgency.
Make way, peasants. I have duty at the library.
Leave my past.
Make way.
Vacate my general direction of travel. Scum.
So, upon reaching the library, you find one of the keepers busy locking up.
Good day.
Hi.
I see you are closing for the day, but may I just ask you something quickly?
Sure. What do you need?
Archives of the founding of anything, everything, as far back as archives can go.
Are you looking for something specific?
Yes, but I doubt you will have any idea what it is. I'm looking for something akin to a plan, mention, or something that alludes to Warforged, keys, Acliosphere mechanism, the discovery of the islands.
I know some of those words.
The plane of this existence. Bidaba.
Do you have some topics dedicated to the discovery of Adomawyr?
Are these archived documentations, or are these purely transcripts on
Well,
historical books?
seeing as we're in Adomawyr, this would be first-hand accounts. In terms of some of the other things you were thinking of, that might be. Sorry, let me just quickly get that name in front of me because I can't remember exactly. It has been a while. Some of those other subjects might be in the private collection of Nalneros's private collection.
Wait, sorry. Yes,
Want the spelling for that?
yes, but I just quickly want to make a note. Yes, explain.
N-A-L
N.
in for another ether. That's probably the one.
N-A-L.
L N-E-R
N-E-R.
O-S
Yes.
Nalneros.
Okay, that's it.
Quickly roll me a history check. Another one. And another one.
22.
It's fairly common knowledge, and at least you remember this at this point, that Nalneros Higher is considered to be the founding father of Adomawyr.
We'll take out his parchment, make a note. Thank you for your help. And what time do you open?
Around 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Right, after dawn break. Well, I guess close enough. Thank you kindly. I shall see you tomorrow then. Have a good evening. And
You too.
in respect, I walk off.
Bolts the final lock in place and walks off in a direction.
A direction. You win.
Well, along the road.
So I start walking off. Grizz.
Yeah.
As I'm walking. Grizz. Cloak and dagger last time?
Yep.
Great. Haven't seen Tamidur in a while.
It's gonna be fun.
I'll have to go say hi.
She seemed like the feisty one.
Oh, she apparently is. You can ask many of my comrades.
You mean the ones that are all dead?
You could have asked many of my comrades.
Oh, well done.
That was
brilliant.
Well done. Well done.
And I guess we will make our way to Cloak and Dagger.
So upon arriving in the Cloak and Dagger, I realized that I opened the wrong collection wrong campaign on D&D Beyond.
I was going to say the wrong collection of what DM? the wrong D&D folder.
Well, while you're not wrong,
Dungeons and Dragons.
this is... You implied something else, which is in fact incorrect.
Okay, you all know about Bad Dragon, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Weet je, Mike? Weet je what's Bad Dragon?
Shut up. I have heard of
So that is not conducive to the streaming platforms we are currently on.
No, it's not. For those wondering,
So
you cannot fit it, no.
in case someone was wondering, that it can be seen on different streaming platforms that we're not a part of.
No.
Or at least I know I'm not a part of it. I cannot speak on behalf of anyone else.
No, please no. For those wondering, it's quite stable with a base size of...
Anyway,
Moving on swiftly.
You won't be going...
Upon arriving
Yes.
to the Cloak and Dagger, the regular kind of crowd of mercenaries and unwanteds are hanging around there, being waited upon by Zumar, the owner of the establishment.
I forgot, do I have to bend down to walk into the Cloak
Yes.
and Dagger? I bend down to walk into the Cloak and Dagger.
You need to bend down at every single door.
Except my guild, because I actually made it big enough for myself.
So huge garage door so Will can enter.
Yep.
next time we're going to a hobbit's lair, and you're gonna have to crawl in.
Good evening. It's been a while.
It has, yes.
Why
quite
I
busy.
see you're running the place for a change.
Yes, I wish I knew where Tamidur was.
I have an inkling that it might
Well,
be
then maybe go and fetch her.
in one of your rooms, perhaps. Was it, Grizz?
I left.
Where did they leave to?
Rooms.
So the rooms.
So you are actually aware of where Tamidur's room is.
Well, I don't know if they went to Tamidur's room.
True.
So, have you checked her room?
No, I'm too busy doing her job.
Of course. Let me go see if I can find her for you.
Please do. It's somewhat difficult running the place here without her.
Of course. Right. I'll come back with my report to her. And I shall walk off to Tamidur's room.
He just said report. Just like
Approaching her room, you see the messenger you had sent sitting outside, looking traumatized.
I will go up to the messenger. Did you look inside?
Didn't have to.
Is he still there?
Either it is him or it's someone else, or multiple someone else's.
Right. And go into my pocket and give him a gold piece. Go cleanse your palate of this.
Drown your sorrows.
Go drown your sorrows and cleanse your mind. Then may you forget.
Thank you, sir.
May you forget.
He's off. He doesn't wait to be invited again.
Drink it out that you may forget this evening.
Alright, drink to forget and throw it in the eyes to sterilize it.
Well, he didn't. Well, he specified he didn't see anything. He just heard things.
Yeah, and I'll go to the door.
And you're not allowed to demonstrate, Mike.
So I will go to the door and lean in. I assume I hear some.
Are you leaning inside the door or just to the door to hear?
To the door, I'm about to knock, but I want to listen if there's...
You hear sounds that I cannot replicate on our streaming platforms.
It's like one of those cartoon things. It's just like chicken noises and...
To give you a hint, I rolled a 23 and not 20 last time.
So I'll just...
Occupied!
Oh, I know, Tamidor. I know.
Oh, Will!
Yes.
And you hear noises inside, and she swings open the door, revealing her in all of everything. She's not wearing a thread of clothing.
It's just like,
Very nice.
is big.
Have you come to join us?
Who's us, is the question.
She steps aside, and you see a fully naked Temujin lying in the bed.
I lean like, hi Demi.
Sorry to interrupt the fun, but we've opened the page of the book and was wondering if you'd like to accompany us on things. I know I haven't seen you for a bit, and I was hoping that we could have a talk. Square things away.
So he'll get up reluctantly, put on his pants.
Oh, you don't have to now. I just want to make sure that I don't miss
I was
you.
just about to finish.
Let you
Yeah,
finish.
but as,
I'll grab a table. You do your thing, Tamidur. Next time, possibly. You finish your thing. I'll get a table. Hungry, I suppose. Also, Tamidur, I'm going to have to tell your boss that you are indisposed currently, but he's getting quite angry at doing your job. Fair warning. I shall see the two of you post-haste.
Yes.
And I shall turn around and walk off.
At that point, Tamidir reaches out and tries to grab Grizz.
Muscle movie. She's just like in awe. She's like, you just see like the side of the room, like the door. It's like Grizz is. So, saving throw.
Roll dexterity saving throw.
Muscle won't be in a muscle daddy.
That's a 9.
So, what he said.
There he goes, and right before she closes the door, Chris is on the other side. I use Misty Step.
This man.
What a disappointment.
This man trying to get away from a freaking good time.
So you'll just hear Temujin tell
don't want to die tonight.
Then Temujin will just mention from inside the door, taking over his pants again. He's a virgin. Leave him. It's fine.
Oh, fun.
I know, but I'll bring him to you later.
Like that. Deal.
So I'll walk out again and walk up to. What's his name again? Zumar. Walk up to Zumar. I found her. Best not to go near, but I did instruct her to post haste finish.
How long?
ASAP was my instructions. Let's see if it keeps to it. Or the plans.
Thank
keep
you.
to the time.
Can I get you anything?
Yes.
I'm guessing you're waiting for her as well.
Waiting for her comrade that's with her, and I assume you're just behind me.
Yeah.
And he's here as well. So I just need a table, please, if you have one. Look around. Is there an open table?
One off to the one side.
How many tables are in the table?
Enough.
Quite a few.
I haven't decided.
I don't know how big it is, so say
There's probably around 20 tables.
okay, and about 6 to 10 seats per table.
Depends on the table.
Okay.
Most of them are about 4 to 6. There are a few larger ones that goes up to 10.
Rectangle or round?
The smaller ones is round, the larger ones are all rectangular.
Okay, so it's like a bribe plaque. Bribe monkeys. Alright. Alright. We'll find a 6-seater. And yeah, I assume the place is relatively full.
Yes. Not a lot of open tables currently.
And before I sit down, I'll just loudly proclaim, "Next round's on me!" And I sit down.
There's a loud cheer from the entire establishment.
Oh, good. And I nudge Grizz. That's how you get friendly with the locals. Just buy them food and alcohol.
Yeah, sorry, we don't all have a dragon's lair in our back pocket. Dragon's hoard.
Dragon's Horde. Well, you don't know about my Dragon's Sword, bitch boy.
It still says that. He doesn't know it is a dragon's hoard.
Right.
So,
Well, that's why you have me.
if you're you see, as you say that, you see Zumar's face sink. More drinks to hand out.
Actually, as I see his face drain, I will get up and walk over to... Is he close to the bar right now?
Yeah.
I will walk over to the bar. Do you need help?
Well, help was supposed to be here.
Right. How much
2
for
hours ago.
how much for a barrel of ale?
Yeah, there's no lager being served here.
Yeah. Ale.
Afraid of taste.
How much for a barrel of ale?
That'll run you 50 gold.
How heavy is a barrel, do you think? Oh,
More than even you would be able to manage.
is there something small enough that I could carry it?
So they would have a system in place to move the barrels from the drayman, which is actually the guy bringing the beer to the tavern from the brewery. So removing the barrel from the drayman's carriage inside the tavern itself to be utilized. So they do have systems such as that, and if you are able to get your hands on a cart of sorts, you would be able to get one and become a drayman yourself.
Is there a half full one?
So sorry, complete and unintentional brand. What's the correct term? You know what I mean. Placement, something like that.
Right. Is there a half full one somewhere?
So one of, well, you presume that there's one behind the counter that is fairly close to empty, seeing as these are the ones being used.
Right, so I'm going to... It's not very tall in there, is it?
No. It's tall enough for you to be able to stand and not lift something above your head height.
Damn, why don't I have this? Wait,
The question is, how long does Temujin take
to finish. Sorry, I want to check here if I have a potion of strength. Okay.
Roll me a performance check.
Damn, I don't have it.
17.
It's a good thing Ala isn't here. So round about the... It takes a few minutes. You're standing there behind the bar pondering. When Temujin and Tamidur appear from her quarters, very clearly still buttoning up, tying things up.
So,
Tamidur's face completely flush, apparently quite satisfied with whatever had just occurred.
okay, so as they emerge, I will have gone behind the bar and am trying to pick up.
So
Wonderful.
you notice this with Zamar's exclamation. Tamidur, there you are! Come on, quick! Many customers, you're late! And starts bustling her about. She's still there trying to button up her blouse, pulling the corset tight again. When Prima's just tied up, she grabs a serving tray full of mugs of beers and starts handing it out to the various customers.
Yeah, I still try and find a cake that I can pick up. One with a tap, preferably.
Roll a strength check.
I will use my one skill that I can't find right now to add a +5 to my roll for strength. I'll find it now.
Temujin, at this point, you're behind the bar looking at Will trying to pick up barrels.
Can I check the name of the thing? It is Flash of Genius. Yeah, ability check. Flash of Genius. +5 to the roll, and it's a strength check, correct?
Yeah.
Why do I always press wrong buttons? So that's...
I would have said that might be because of the reason why you're still single, but you're not, so...
that's a dirty 20.
It takes you a little bit, but you do find one that is in such a position that when you angle yourself correctly and push a little bit against the wall, you're able to lift it up.
Okay, and put it on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll grab it on my shoulder.
Or being bent down slightly because it's
Bend
too
down,
high.
and I'll walk out of the bar, and I'll just say, "Hold out your tankers!" Tankards.
Yeah, tankard doesn't exist.
Hold, what would you call it?
Tankard.
Yeah, tankard, yeah.
But a tanker
I
is a large vehicle used to transport fluid
True.
goods in the modern world.
So I'll just say, hold out your tankards. Those who left it, that's for free. Oh, the tankard.
You get a line. Well, you're able to move out to the center of the tavern where the ceiling is significantly higher, seeing as it's a two-story open area. The way that the tavern is constructed, you've got a seating area
down below with one side, with bar is being only the single story height, the rest of it being double story height as the railing surrounding it. Is the walkway leading to the rooms that's available for stay. So you're able to walk out to there and then stand fully upright because that is 2-story height.
Okay.
So quite quickly a line emerges of willing patrons with empty tankards, some of which quickly empty their existing tankards in order to get into line.
And I'll
A body like a will body.
let me just check here that I did have it prepared. Yes, I will cast enlarge on myself. So I'll go to ceiling height, but then everything I hold will increase in size and volume as I grow.
It takes a while, but it seems like most people are able to get more than their single tankard out.
Yeah. So I've
There
got
are some
essentially-
people you notice are quite good at swallowing liquor, and they make it up to about 4 or 5 rounds each.
Right. Just imagine this, like, guy walks out carrying a whole barrel of ale, and he's like, 3 rounds on me, just suddenly fucking grows to the size of the actual tavern and just starts pouring out ale.
Not like Will needs an enlarged spell, is it?
No.
Well,
I
mean,
like to
enlarge-
testify.
Enlarge doubles the size, so it means if obviously the roof is in the
Yeah,
way, but that means
we don't
I'll
have to go there.
pretty much 15
We don't
feet,
have
which-
to go there.
Which not that way, but 15 feet, which makes me technically large. Isn't it?
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah. Can you just imagine
That's
a
what she
15-foot wall? Anyway,
Come on, Mike, that was right there.
That was you set me up. I'm not taking that back. So Temujin will not partake in drinking, and he'll instead kind of stretch himself out on the table next to Grizz, and just lift his feet up onto the bench, and kind of like a cat, just stretch.
Grizz, at this point, as Temujin's doing that, you notice that his fly isn't properly tied up.
Had fun.
Yes, this
Well.
was a good night.
It's open still.
Good shops never close. And having said that, he'll just start lacing it up again. And
Gris moves one further.
so at this point, with the barrel empty, I'll just shrink down again to my normal size. Take the barrel to the back of the bar.
At this point, Temujin, you hear in the distance a roar.
so immediately all his lazy attitude is gone. So he'll fly upright and tap Grizz. You hear that? Listen.
What?
That roar you were speaking of, I hear it.
Still?
I assume I don't
Yes.
hear anything. Right. And I'll walk back to the table, and I'll just sit down. Right, sorry about that. I had to
Roar.
Say facing.
Did you hear it?
only the roar of their
Not the
Oh,
drown.
no. This was something big. And at this, Temujin will dart off to his evening quarters and go get armored, and then come back. So he'll come back fully armored, helmet, breastplate, sword, the whole 9 yards.
right.
The beach ready for war.
Yes.
Which way was it?
Gris was to
We'll talk while we walk.
I think you need to eat first.
I think
You
you
need to
plenty
replenish
last
your
night.
energy, I suppose, I expect.
This
And have you eaten? No. Can we just stay for you guys to eat?
well, Temujin be able to guess roughly how far it was? Is it close to the city? Is it still quite a whiles off? What is it?
Roll me an insight check.
It should be far enough that I didn't hear it.
Fuck's sakes. That's going to be a grand total of 11.
Yeah, you've got no idea.
Fine, we can eat.
I assume one can't really see very far from outside the tavern.
Nope. There's too many buildings in the way.
Cool. Right. So I'll flag down whoever's nearest to me in terms of Tommy do it or whoever. Thing one.
Yes, dear. Sorry. Why didn't you want to join us?
Because I don't want to be broken tonight.
Oh no, you'll enjoy it.
Starts just walking back. Nah, I'm okay. Will said he wanted to try it.
No, unfortunately, as fun as it might be to enjoy him, he doesn't seem to be interested.
My dear, bring me a bowl of salt and some pork shack if you can.
Will do.
You guys, what do you want to eat?
You bring me the same. He's paying. He points at Will.
Very well.
And let's get me the estimate or price for that barrel. And I covered around as well, I think.
Okay. See. He walks off. Comes back a while later with your food and grand total will be 45 gold.
45. Do you take platinum?
If it's usable money, yes.
It is. So, go in my bag. There you go. 5 platinum. And keep the change.
Ah, thank you. I'd like some change as well later on.
We'll reschedule for a meeting.
That includes you.
You're coming with Grizz. Grizz,
Chris just takes the meat and starts. Which one was the roar you said?
I'll bring him, it's fine.
Very well. We'll have some fun.
As she walks away, he'll just reach out and slap her on the arm. So,
Oh, naughty boy.
Well, you wanted to talk, sir?
Indeed.
Let us speak while we eat.
I have missed you after a spat in the forest. Confrontational.
I do apologize for my leaving, but I felt that it was better than executing that coward commander.
Of course, and I do not take it in a negative way. It's on myself. These people are fucking idiots.
Yes.
As long as I know that you do not see me in the same light as you see them.
No.
That I don't see you, and quite frankly, although I really do enjoy your company, I would like a bit more of an entourage, not to state you as any lesser than myself, but
That is fair. You should know that in your, in my absence, perhaps I have been busy. I have created some contacts in an illicit fighting ring outside of town.
Chris
just
just like
did
it was
mention
judged.
that he beat you.
Yes.
Roll Constitution saving throw.
I did not want to harm him.
What is with the 9? It's like fucking
I allowed
nuts.
his travel.
I figured as much.
He did very well. However, I did create some contacts. I've also started creating
Imagine at
band.
this point you start noticing Chris choking next to you.
So Temujin will just reach out and slap him on the back like bah bah bah.
I'm going to say roll an unarmed strike for that. For shits and giggles. Sorry, I need to get my entertainment somehow.
And who better than the warlock?
Party members in general.
So that's a modded 20. Luckily it's modded.
Yeah, I think that's still higher than your AC.
Yeah, like be my AC, so.
Okay, so that will be 5 damage.
But the piece of meat that's got stuck in the wrong pipe is successfully dislodged.
Alright. I have an interesting idea. So, when did it get dislodged? By which slap?
Around about the third one.
On the third slap. So by the second slap, could I just add an entertaining thing that Will would have done to try and help as well? Noticing by the first one that he is choking. Prestidigitation, puff of wind from below up to try and push it out.
So as you cough out the piece of meat, you see it flying and hit the table next door, one of the patrons, in the back of the head. The guy feels, and there's this wet, slimy piece of meat that he pulls from the back of his head, looks at, turns around looking at your table. There's a mixture of peoples at this table, varying from tieflings to orcs. And this one looks over at you and decides, being the smallest and possibly least intimidating, you!
Richard looks behind him.
In front of
Yes, you!
Am I facing them?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so,
you're
so this oak's behind me.
yes.
So I'll also just turn around as he shouts.
And this guy stands up, walks over, and punches you solidly in the face.
Could I, before he, or as he attempts to swing, just grab his arm and yank it down, or to the side?
Is it an
Try-
orc or a tiefling?
This is an orc.
Okay.
So he's going to throw the punch, and I'm going to try and just grapple his arm and yank it towards me.
Roll an acrobatics check for me.
Right? I think my acrobatics is one of my worst. Yes.
I think it's a little bit overdue to have some combat in this campaign.
I could do a lot of mental gymnastics,
Yeah, that's
but not physical. Acrobatics, that's 3, so that's 18.
Just quickly give stat block in front of me. Let's try it this way around.
Wow, we haven't been in a King Bard roll in literal years.
Every time I hear that, I just imagine Borderlands. Spiral beats down. I'm the conductor of the poop train. Do not.
You miss.
So I just barely don't grab his arm.
Which means that he does hit you squarely in the face. So you miss in terms of grabbing and pulling it towards you, but you do knock his arm off course, and the swing goes past your face. seeing as he rolled a total of 9.
So Temujin will immediately gate up and gate between them and look at him, brother. Do not let a little shit stain like this ruin your night.
Grizz at the side.
Drink on me.
He insulted me!
Yes, and I will deal with it.
Grizz on the one
He
side.
is my companion and I will take care of it. But for me,
Deal with it then!
Grizz on the one side.
You want a piece of me? Bring it!
shut the fuck
Enough of all of you!
As I let out an audible sigh and let it be known, I don't need to breathe. So a sigh from
up. So Temujin will reach around, grab him by the shut the fuck up. And with the other hand, he will offer a gold coin to the orc. Have a couple on me, brother.
I just paid his couple.
Let him have a couple more. We do not have time for this.
No, they don't.
I will hand you.
Lucky little one!
No, you're the lucky one, and he
Grizz on the side.
So at this stage,
Grizz is mad now.
at this stage, Temujin just steps to the side, flicking the coin to the orc and walking away and sitting at the table.
You know, like I'm also like I've just like sat there now looking at everything. So I imagine you sitting just next to me.
Yeah, so
like,
Temujin will sit
Right.
next to Will. I tried.
The
I'll
orc
lean
catches the coin in one hand, and with another hand, he punches towards you again.
so I'll lean over to
I
Temujin.
punch at him as well.
Yo, what do you think? Goes first. So
Five silver on the big boy.
Yeah, I'll match that.
take a wild guess.
Did he miss?
No.
Did he crit?
Yep.
And then like lean over to the table, like just behind us as well. We're putting 5 silver on the big boy.
Make it 10.
And I'll like hold out my, because I've got quite a big hand. Just hold out my hand. I'll drop 5 silver. I'll put 5 silver pieces in there.
Temujin will reach over and give you 5 more.
So, you have not been punched like this before in your life. That is a total of 20 bludgeoning damage. Holy fuck. Yeah, this guy's pretty
From a strong
How that?
So I assume the table as well put some coins in the container that is my hand.
pretty much.
Do you have a helmet? Lend us your helm, would you?
He'll take off his horned helm. His horned helm, which he has holes for his actual horn as well. There we go.
I don't think I have.
Horny helmet.
Oh.
Double horns.
Why can't I find the miniatures I'm looking for? I really need to make sets of miniatures.
We'll need to talk about your contacts.
I don't think this is really necessary
I'm
to
keen interest in it.
create a...
While they're fighting, I've also started spreading rumors about the guard captain.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so... Grizz, what do you do?
Vampiric touch.
What does that do exactly again?
The touch of my shadowed with her hand drains my enemy, so basically I must make an attack roll. Make an attack roll, and then drain health from him and for myself.
There's no saving roll, nothing.
Nothing, it says to attack roll. One attack.
Well, attack roll, that means you need to attack.
Make a melee spell attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Can I try the inspiration? To reroll that motherfucker?
I haven't used mine in 2 years.
Yeah.
Multiple sessions.
So that's a 25.
Yeah, that misses.
So it's double.
Wolves usually are.
It hit. Do you have to like, roll damage or something?
It hits, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
You mustn't make jokes like this usually.
Fine.
Well, I can imagine it's like with the mess, it's just him going, yeah.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
Just a little bit gay.
He takes 18 necrotic damage.
Fair.
1-8 or 8-0.
1-8.
1-8. And I heal for 18.
15.
So, reeling from this, he pulls back towards you.
You little shit!
I'm going to use prestidigitation when he's. Sorry. With his movement, because I'm anticipating he's going to try and strike him again. With that movement, prestidigitation again. It's a male orc, correct?
Yeah.
I will make him experience a sensation none have experienced before. He will fart out of his penis.
Okay, what exactly does prestidigitation do to him, other than would you just
I
fucking
create a puff of wind.
You make miraculous things like snuffing out flames, letting flames, make
Oh,
smells.
I'll give him disadvantage on his first attack.
But also,
Aren't you lucky? I just need to figure out if that's a 9 or a 6.
I can also create a shower of sparks. Let's see what I can come out of.
Sparkle! Princess
I just create an instantaneous, harmless puff of
So
wind.
he is quite surprised
By his weenie going like an empty drunk.
and does 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
For his second attack, that looks significantly better, 16.
Still miss.
And for his third attack, dirty 20.
That one hits.
You notice in the last second he pulls out a scimitar and slashes towards you. This is no longer just a fist fight. He does 11 slashing damage.
I'm going to lean over to Imogen. I think we backed the wrong boy.
So,
Take him out, Grizz.
As he brings out the sword, I bring out the flaming sword.
Temujin stands up and draws his sword, looking at any other patron daring to intervene.
I'm just literally going to recline still. But it's quite funny to think that me reclining is almost eye level with all of you.
Oh wait, I'm still everyone's side. And he slashes twice at him. First bonus action, Hexblade's Curse, then slash.
Okay?
Essentially, me reclining is like this, but you're all standing.
18, the first one.
Except Temujin.
No,
That
he's tall.
just hits.
Okay. Just roll for the second one. It's a 26.
Okay, that hit.
So it's 1d8. 8. 1d8, it's 8. The first one. And I'm just gonna roll slashing. 9. Then 4d6 fire damage. So that is 9 slashing damage and 11 fire damage. And I need to do more push-ups.
What clothing is this orc wearing?
Right. Let me check something quickly.
armor, but made up of various different materials such as leather and bone, some metal parts.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. He reels back from the fire and then lunges forward, grabbing you by the neck. So this is contested strength check.
19.
Is that it?
Wait. Contested strength, just regular strength.
Yeah, just regular strength. So he
21.
effectively is trying to grapple you.
Yeah, 21. Sorry. Forgot to add the modifier.
So this is a 24 for him. So he grabs you by the neck, pulls you in close.
You will suffer for this.
And he chucks you across the room.
Is it in which direction? Away from us? In our direction?
Yeah, away from you.
Okay. Shall I intervene? Shall I make it a bit more fun?
So
You made these choices.
you hit the barricade of the second floor, going through it, hitting the wall. With that is about 20 feet away, so that will count as quite a little bit of effectively falling damage. Because I think that's the most applicable here.
Basically, falling sideways.
Yes. At high velocity.
Yeah. So, from the fall, from the flight you took, you only suffered 4 points of damage. But he storms over and punches you once again.
I'm going to. It's meta, it's just very funny, so I need to share. If it was actually in the world, I would. Because I can do faint musical notes as well. Eye of the tiger in his ear.
Whose ear? His was it?
His ear. Da, 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 da.
So that's a 19 to hit.
Hits.
See if Mike's dice is going to be nice to you or me.
Mike Tyson. That's the orc's name. Mike Tyson.
Yes.
So that's an additional 10 bludgeoning damage as he punches you.
Is he bloodied yet? Are you bloodied yet? No. Okay.
Okay, so Chris stands up and strikes at him again.
Quite interesting to see the little fellow fight, isn't it?
Yeah. He got the magic shit.
Other guy wanted to pull a weapon, he can pull his spells.
This is true. I wouldn't be surprised if
16.
use his spells first, though.
16 misses.
Yes. Correct.
There we go.
Here comes a lot of math because I'm also gonna smite this bitch.
You're a warlock.
Eldritch Smite! I have a skill called Eldritch Smite!
It's thick. It's what we do.
So,
He just smite me, O Lord, and then sidesteps.
Yes.
And the dice.
so that's
You couldn't have waited until I swallowed.
It's like Shazam, but worse. Just imagine that the warlock is hugging you and he's like, smite me, Lord. Whap!
Now here's the thing. By your table, you said double damage dice.
So you doubled the damage dice.
Does that include the smite and the fire damage?
Rules is written on a crit, you double the damage dice, not the bonus. Now what that means is you can choose either you roll and you double whatever the result is, or you can roll twice the dice. That is applicable to all dice that is being rolled for damage on the attack that you crit.
Yes.
I'm having fun. Will's lounging. He got people drunk. I was watching a bar fight. Because fuck it.
Oh, which is currently doing quite some damage to the Floker bag.
Yep. I'm like watching this all. I'm just like, guess I'm rebuilding a fucking tavern.
Well, you have the money for it, so.
No,
I'd rather not waste it on a fucking beam.
let him fix the tavern. It's his damn fight.
With what money?
There's no deal.
That is his problem. We should have Damodar for it.
Safe face though.
Oh,
You can just murder me.
So, Temujin, while standing there with your sword, you feel a hand wrapping around you and a voice whispering in your ear. Take care.
So, he'll just lean his head back slightly. You? Oh, God, no.
I'm just like. Cringe.
okay. That's a lot of dice that I don't have. Alright, let's begin. Five. 3 5s in a row.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I wish my 20s would do that.
It's not a 20. It's a 6.
These contacts you made. We're speaking like as they're fighting. These contacts you made. Are they of the fighting variety?
Yes.
Do you need a patron?
Discuss something similar.
I don't mind the underground division of my guild.
I have also.
You can, obviously, it's your thing.
Sounds good. I've also instructed all the street rats to be fed and armored.
From where?
From the we can see
They're steins.
Just don't fucking know. The city, I don't care.
He wants to from you, but
Okay.
organizing.
He takes at the first, just to make it, 15 slashing damage.
I do like the sound of this. Let's control a city together.
Sounds like a plan.
16 fire damage. And then 36 necrotic damage with the smite.
Total is
67.
I just look back as like this guy gets eviscerated. Like, oh.
just do some calculations here myself. So you notice this orc getting knocked back, knocked down. Lies there for a moment. Opens one eye barely. Fuck.
You can fight, little one.
You messed with the wrong one, and Chris just like, but I'm tired.
2 drinks.
Make it free for him.
Still lies there. Tell me they were bringing the drinks. Sits up, grabs one, shoves one to you.
Cheers, little one.
Knocks back the drink.
Cheers. Just starts drinking, not knocking it back, just drinking.
Big bet on the wrong one.
We got money on the little one?
The tavern is quiet.
How many people did actually like come around and
So
add
at
to the
this
business?
point in the pool, there's probably around 50, 60 gold.
So
I'll
I'll take
take
my
that
share.
share of it.
I'll take my share of the bet on the little one.
Oi!
You bet on the little one.
What?
You never said you bet on the little one.
I was speaking to him. He called the bait. I didn't speak to you.
You called for the big one.
Oh. Right.
I will just chuck the helmet.
And it's like, it's raining out. That could have gone to damages.
Yeah, I could have, but let's leave.
And now it's going out of my pocket.
Let's leave now.
Grizz is already walking towards the door. Just like, I need a nap.
I'll deal with it.
I will have to. So I'll like just sort of just survey the damages.
And you see Grizz there by the door already walking out.
I assume like we're just chaos with everyone grabbing coins around here. As I just shout out to the owner. How much?
Looks up. Wood, labor, probably around 30 gold.
Bullshit.
Not only.
I know a guy.
Yeah, I'm not counting at this point in time.
I'll just 4 platinum.
I'd prefer if this doesn't become a regular thing.
When was the last time I was here?
Yeah, well,
It's quite a while ago.
according to what Damidu tells me, every time you come here, it's a fuck up.
Have you met my comrades?
This is true. Grizz, you dick.
Grizz is already out of the door. He's walking to the guild.
So,
Best we follow him and see if he actually fucking will survive the trip home.
after tossing the helmet, Imogen will put his coif back on the helmet over it, and I suggest
You feel a few coins slipping into the back of your armor.
nothing has been said.
By the way, dear,
You're now 2 gold richer.
best to update you, while they were fighting, Temujin and Will came to an agreement. Yes, grab your beer.
It is required. You need it. You will definitely.
We have
Thank you, Draymonds. You're allowing me to make it through these evenings.
we have shaken on it, and we will rule the city. Him the underground, me the above ground.
And you really think that's going to solve the problem?
What problem?
Well, whatever problem it is that is occurring here.
Well, no, it just means that he has an army, I have an army, and we can both use our armies for this, but in the meantime, we will rule the city.
So, let us.
I'm his patron,
Let's,
as it stands.
I suggest we deal with the roar while we walk. I need to tell you something as well.
So we'll get up and start walking to the guild.
So as they leave, we'll Temujin will choose spots to speak instead, not so that anyone overhears. I've been spreading rumors of the guard captain being Kitty Fiddler. I have also organized help in organizing patrols of the suspected corrupt guards, and perhaps going together, and that's where we'll attack first on patrols, ambush them and take their arms and weapons, and make the guard captain look incompetent, and then I will challenge him for command of the guard. Once I have the backing of the general populace.
Make sure that you do get the backing of the general populace, as attacking guard, especially in a town like this, will lend you in very hard favor. Make sure those that you do ambush are painted in a horrid light.
Yes,
Right?
we'll do this. But for now, I suggest we find out where that roar came from. There are monsters about, and it's not me.
I need purchasing of my ships so that we can have a fleet.
How long will that take?
As soon as I can find someone where I can buy fucking boats from.
May I make a suggestion?
Of course.
Small desert dust devil does more damage than a horde.
Trust me, I'm looking at all the fishing vessels.
It's not talking about the fishing vessels. You can't hide a fleet. But with someone like the dwarf, you can hide a single ship. Get in close and strike where it's important. Force isn't always necessary to get to the heart. If you hit between the ribs, you'll get it quite fine.
Yes, this fleet is not for mere men in war, it's for creature.
It's for...
That's creatures.
Explain.
The ocean-faring monsters, which I suspect you may hear the roar of. You have seen my galley, correct?
Yes.
It grabs it like it's a twig.
Yes. And what will the fishing vessels help?
Numbers. 30 men on one ship does not an army make, but 30 ships with 10 men each. Now that's how you can stop a beast. One ship is strong, true, but when one ship sinks, none will that help you.
Problem is, if we keep waiting, they grow stronger. They grow more coordinated, more... We have to assume that
You are
there
not
is
looking-
something controlling them.
The creatures.
Yes.
My
Always
experience.
overestimate your enemy.
Oh, I do. Don't you worry. My experience with the ones I have faced to the ones I have seen are that of divine origin. Think of them as the pets of the gods.
You're telling me the gods are trying to fuck us over.
I'm telling you that the gods make no effort to stop the fucking of us over.
What about your magic rocks?
They can get us so far. And obviously I have many on my side that we can use for the waging of this war. But it doesn't help that my whole stockade is on one ship. And it gets eaten or fucked.
Tell me, if you do that thing where you just start flying, can you see below the surface? Is it easier for you to see below the surface of the water?
It's as murky as it is for the mortal eye.
One small vessel. 7 men max.
They will die
They don't,
very easily.
they don't need to know that. Bait. Tell them
Bait with meat, not with lives. Lives can use weapons.
you need to make it reasonable. We can take 7 men. I'll go with them. Tell them the truth. Tell them what they're fighting for. Inspire them. They'll fight harder for it. You go with. You use your thing. And we'll bait it out. You can drop barrels
Right.
onto it. If we die, then we
You-
just need to hit the right one.
Right, you do remember that explosion? That happened quite recently.
Temujin, you're not aware of an explosion as such.
No,
Well,
So you are aware
dust.
of the dust cloud covering Rivergate, as well as the roar of some creature following the dust cloud.
I can't say that I am, no.
You remember the dust storm on the city?
Yes.
Yes, you know that it was quite a spectacle, quite a large coverage, quite
That's-
devastating affair in terms of the living psyche. Yes?
Yeah, it left a scar on the people.
Yes, that was an explosion of
Will proportion.
That was an explosion of a thousandth of my stockpile miles offshore. What you saw in this city was the harmless after effect. Yeah, I think a barrel's going to be a bit too much.
Well, I'll leave the calculation of how much you drop on that motherfucker up to you.
Of course, but I need to first create mechanisms to make sure it works, goes off, and what I think our best bet could be, my dear sir, in terms of our beloved captain. Make him a public hero. Send him on the voyage as well. You and him on a voyage. He dies for the cause. You come back a hero. He's a martyr. You're in control.
Let's do it. But we need to move swiftly and very swiftly.
As of tomorrow, my plans are in action. And as soon as I find my fucking secretary, we will finalize this.
Been missing for a while.
Yes.
Might actually be exactly what she's doing.
Well, this time it's not Imogen's fault. Very well. Then let us make haste.
Do we still see him? Sorry. Do we still see him? Is he...
Well, I'm assuming you're shortly behind him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right.
So, we need to do this within the next 3 days maximum.
Definitely.
Any time longer than that, and the guard captain will start hearing the rumors, if he hasn't already, and start countering them. That will make public opinion wane.
Here's the thing. Maybe he has to hear about them so that he can redeem himself on this voyage. Play into the politics, play into his grandeur, play into his grand fantasies of martyrdom. This is how you can find him, catch him, and kill him.
Don't think that coward has fantasies of martyrdom. He's a coward, but fine, let's try.
Any coward strives to be a hero, remembered as a hero. No coward will be a hero, so his best bet is history.
Yeah.
Yes? Right.
Well,
Grizz, are you still alive there? You feeling okay?
Need a nap.
You still have the tankard in your hand.
Yeah, you're just holding it and drinking.
Yeah, I bet you do.
let's use him as bait.
I think he's more of an asset for the fight than useless guard with a sword. Right, so we'll... Someone skip forward to the guild?
Yeah.
To the guild? Yeah.
Quickly going to visit the little boy's room. I shall be back momentarily.
You could have done that with our monologue here.
No, I couldn't because I need to know what the fuck you're planning.
So,
Yeah,
remember, if you shake more than 3 times, you're playing.
Don't say that on live stream.
Oh! Okay.
Okay, so now that the DM's gone, okay,
The big plans.
the real plans.
We're gonna nuke the world.
Oh, please no. This he doesn't need to know because it's just Will sharing with Timogen. But we'll also just tell you, finding the answers to this page of the book is also of the utmost importance to me. So I will be very grateful if you could use your resources to help me find what I'm looking for.
What is it that we're looking for?
We are looking for XYZ. You were here, you heard everything.
So his question will be like, I can find you 10 million keys. How would this key look like?
I need something that seems older than people might expect. Plans, key, whatever.
Right.
Anything in relation to this. And I'll take out the book and I'll show you the book and whatever. But I need documentation. I need an idea. I can make it if I know what to make.
I'll speak to the dwarf, get him to help.
I'm doing my above ground things. I'm going to the library and public records and archived records. That will be my part.
I'll speak to to the dwarf. See if I can convince him to help.
Let's say.
Yeah, he seems to have a way with...
I'll just tell him Will's asking this of him. He will help. There's no persuasion needed.
I will do so.
We'll just catch up the DM.
Yeah.
That I asked you to check underground. What's up?
We're gonna do a heist.
Gross just grumpily going up to his room.
What's up? Sure. Iets of wat zijn je bottle nog Okay, DM. To update you, I just asked Timogen to ask around in his underground circles for any indications of documentation or keys for the book.
Okay.
As we get to the guild, there is something that I would like to do. It doesn't have to be roleplay or anything, but by the entrance, I assume there's a beam close to reception, or as you walk in, there might be a beam or something. Just a pillar or something central where I can display something.
Being not as such, but there are several open walls.
Okay. Above the bar, no, bar won't be adequate. I'll think about it quickly still. Where I'd like to put it. How tall are the doors?
Tall enough for you.
Yes, but if I want to mount something atop the doors.
So the lintel of the door starts at about 8 feet.
Okay. Okay, cool. So that evening. Okay, wait, no, let's first do this and then I'll tell you what I want to do in the evening.
Fuck you guys planning.
No,
that is planning.
No, that's just. I've got Sparkle's hammer. I want to make a mantle for it.
Okay.
And display it as a tribute. So I'll just say, over the night I built something mounted to my guild. Walk to the reception.
Evening, sir.
Hello. You know who I'm looking for?
Yes, she's presently in her room.
Alone.
As far as I know, yes.
I don't need to
Why?
interrupt another. As I turn to Timogen. Session.
So his helmet hides everything, but you can kind of feel him grinning, want me to knock.
No, it's okay. I just don't want to have a situation with her. As I'll then just move over to her room and lean in once again, finger close to the door.
Timogen will follow.
So,
Seems quiet. Yes?
milling in its will.
Come in.
Open the door, bend down, and walk in.
She's currently sitting behind a desk with several large books out in front of her. She appears to be studying.
Okay. Finally, I found you.
Fully clothed. Just to make sure!
Thank goodness. Finally, I found you.
Sorry, it's been a little bit crazy.
Of course, yes. I've sent you for the acquisition of ships, correct?
Yes, that's a little bit more difficult than I anticipated.
Right, what's the news on that?
Well, the city guard doesn't exactly want to part with their ships, and there is, beyond that, there's only merchant vessels, and the merchants are hoping that this problem will resolve itself and they can continue trading, so they also don't want to lose their ships, as that is their livelihood.
Of course. I tell you what. Set price, 20% less than market value. Set price. If they fall desperate enough, they will sell.
I will communicate to them.
Just leave the offer on the table to any of the captains. Then I will need your accompaniment to the Oh no, wait. Well, there's. I don't need to go to the city council for archives, do I? We've got now. We're going to do the library. Oh, no, okay. Let me just go to the city council anyway. In here. I'll need your accompaniment to the city council tomorrow. I need some documentation, and just would like to inquire about them there. And you know, I will go mad if you are not with me.
So Temujin takes off his helmet, ducks down, enters the room behind Will. Apparently, I'm not good enough with words.
You haven't been there.
Last time we were there looking for you, I might have insulted the receptionist.
Her sister.
Oh, is it you?
Yeah, that was me.
You see sitting in front of you an elf that looks quite similar to the one you insulted.
Did I ever tell you your sister was a twat?
She slaps you across the face.
So he giggles. Ow. That might have hurt if your opinion mattered.
Is there another chair nearby? Is there?
No.
I will just sit down on the bed, recline slightly. Another one. Another fight, really?
Oh no, this isn't worth my time. However, do send your sister my regards. I so enjoyed breaking her ice. And he just turns around, ducks again to leave the room, and then, Master Will, I'll see you after meeting with Thane tomorrow.
He's quite rude. I don't think I like him.
Surprisingly rude, yes. Didn't expect that at all. Didn't even know about your sister. My apologies. I'll apologize to her
I
tomorrow.
expect an apology from him to her.
Best I can do is give mine. I don't know what he's going to do. Probably make it worse.
You know me so well.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I'll apologize on his behalf and on my behalf. Will
We have
she
so
accept
much in
that?
common, let's fuck. What? Nothing.
I need to get me one of those big D20s. Not to rob, just to throw at players.
Metal one.
I hope so.
Right, I'll see you in the morning then.
Good night.
Have a good evening as I duck down and walk out the room. Did you duck?
Yeah. So I actually mentioned it. So luckily, it's not my head that hits it's my horns that get stuck in the
And if his helmet's died down and he hangs himself.
Yeah. Like
You go.
1d4 emotional damage.
he's more of a cat, so
Alright. In the morning, I'll be up very early and wait for Imogen to go out of his room, at which point I will then ask him to just keep an eye out on the waters for any disturbances. The monster that you mentioned.
I'll make my way to Thane. I'm going to speak to the smith about adding some armor protection to my armor as well. And then I'll start making preparations for what we discussed. But I'll keep an eye on the ocean as best I could.
Sounds good. If you need any money for your augmentations, let me know.
I have about 500 gold, should be enough time.
Right. Just let me know.
And with that, Temujin will, fully armored, sword in his back, he'll make his way down to the docks to see Thane.
Cool. Are you up at this point?
I'm just sleeping like a little baby.
You get a long rest.
So I'll sit by the bar and wait for the dean.
Takes a couple of minutes before she comes out. Good morning.
Morning.
Sleep well?
Fairly.
Not what I was hoping to hear, but okay.
It's regardless. No. Regardless if I sleep well or not. Day has begun.
Shall we go?
Indeed. After you.
You had breakfast, right?
Nah,
It's the
not
most
hungry.
important meal of the day.
Not hungry. I don't generally eat breakfast. If you'd like to eat something,
No, I've eaten. Thank
Alright.
you.
Let's head out.
Okay, let's go.
And we will walk to
So, arriving to the city council, she enters. And after you, I believe you have things to say.
Of course.
I'm just gonna design a bar that sits there
Yes.
above Will.
Every time like enter the room.
Yeah, the moment he does that, it bumps the back of his head.
But every time you do that, you have to flick your hair like a sexy girl getting out of the swimming pool.
Renan, new design for Will. You know those fighters that can hit the head up?
Yeah.
No, you just need one that goes down
There's
like
a track system on the chest. My head just goes.
The best photo of that I saw was a guy with a long beard. Whips his beard up.
Yeah. Go on.
Alright. I will walk to the receptionist. Good morning. Are you cosplaying the receptionist now?
I'll go see if my sister left a sundress in her room.
I mean, you've got the hair already, just put it in a bun. A bun, not a ponytail. Hi, bun. Thank you very much. We're professional in this place. Anyway.
You're about to get shanked.
God doesn't want to go up.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Before we start with any proceedings, I would like to extend an apology on behalf of a recently very rude. How would you describe him? Person, I guess. Who had insulted you.
He is no longer welcome here.
Very much understood. But I would like to apologize as he is part of my public image and I do not want you to feel my kop is lekker. I don't want you to have
Is
any
apologizing difficult, Renan?
For some reason it's just, I can't get the words. I'd like to apologize for his ill words, his ill intent on your image, and I would hope that we could leave this in a civilized state.
You might want to get better people to represent you in public.
I don't
But
intend for him
apology
to
accepted.
represent me in public, but thank you.
Well, if he is a part of your public image, then he represents you, doesn't he?
True, but
You hear
if
from
I
the,
had my
you hear from the other side of the city dogs. Fuck you.
You know, if I had my my choice in public image representations,
I'm allergic to bullshit.
I would have to wait a long time before I can fill my entourage. Unfortunately. So, thank you for accepting my apology, and yes, have some business here to discuss. Well, just want a couple of questions. Are there any archives here that are not a part of the library archives and documentation, or the Noneros private collection?
Well, of course, we try to keep documents of the people residing in Adomawyr, but beyond that, not much. If you're looking for history, this is probably not the place to look at. Businesses, people, if you're able to access it and you're willing to spend the time paging through the thousands of documents, then you might find what you're looking for here. So, what are you looking for?
It's difficult to explain, and just something that I'd have to go through myself to find.
Well, do you want to spend some time in the dungeon looking for it? So sorry, we have no intention of locking you up, we just call it the dungeon because it's no one wishes to go down there.
I would hope that you won't lock me in there. Yes, let me have a look around your so-called dungeon, if I may.
She starts explaining to you how to get there, at which point Helene chirps up and says, she'll listen to what's going on, as she appears to have a better indication of what is going on there than most other people. After which she then leads you to what is considered the dungeon. What do you wish to do there? Let's start with that.
Investigate anything that... Well, first, cast detect magic. And then follow instincts and investigate any page through, go think to see if there's anything that might relate to anything regarding the book.
Okay. Detect magic does flag a few items, nothing book related. You do notice they seem to be concentrated to the one side, and upon closer inspection you realize you're not able to reach those items.
Why?
Because they're behind closed doors,
Oh.
which you're unable to just open.
Is there anyone with me down there?
Feline.
Just Valine.
At this point, yes.
Can we get access to this?
Probably not.
Is there anything written on it? Just a giant... No entry, staff only. Can we get in here? No.
Pretty much is. Although it just says no entry. It doesn't say staff only. Just no entry.
I'm like, which side do you think we should start at? As I point, and as soon as she looks away, I sneakily try the door.
The door is locked.
and I walk up to her. But yes.
So she directs you to the end of the room. Roll investigation for me.
So I just want to mention, every time Will does anything sneakily, I imagine him doing WD-40 first, like...
I think in a South African context, it's more likely he's doing Q20.
Yeah! Q20.
You know, that's the funny thing, right? I have a disadvantage on stealth. So sneak, not a fork. But pick your pocket, motherfucker.
You got 3 fingers and you can use them well.
I think next time when we play, I'm just going to put a bottle of, or a can of Q20 in front of...
Yes!
The funniest thing is like, Will only has 3 fingers.
Literally disadvantage on stealth. With a proficiency in sleight of hand with a +8. Investigation, correct?
Proficiency, that sounds more like expertise. Investigation, yes.
Oh, expertise, probably. Oh, well, whatever the dot next to it means.
Is it a dot or a circle in a dot?
It's a dot.
Circle, circle, dot, dot.
No, you just have
That's efficiency.
Yeah.
No, that's proficiency.
not expertise.
That's what I said, proficiency. You said expertise.
You're at a +8. It does sound like expertise rather than proficiency.
But I think I'm an expert in Arcana and Investigation with a +10. And
On my side,
history.
it looks no. You're just proficient in both of them.
I don't know how you could see expertise. What
You
that looks
see
like.
it's double circle. So a
Oh.
circle with the dot in the middle.
I don't have expertise in anything here. I'm an expert sharpshooter. Anyway, that's an 18 for investigation.
Okay, so before we get back to you, what would the two of you like to do for the rest of the day, seeing as Will and Valine is occupied?
So, Temujin heads down to see Thane at the docks.
Okay. Arguing with yourself.
Oh, yeah, fine. Fine. So, Temujin goes
You
down.
walked into that one.
I did. Temujin goes down to the docks, and I'm not going to completely argue with myself, but he will pretty much go to Thane and tell Thane that Will has sent him that they are to firstly start spreading rumors about the guard captain being.
Oh, yes, I've heard the rumors.
We have to spread them.
I know that they're spreading quite well.
That's nice. That helps. The second thing, we need an informant inside the guard. Someone who can direct us to all of the bad guards. Someone who can
Oh,
jippy the roster.
you mean someone like him? And he points to a guardsman standing on the docks.
Yeah, someone like it. Someone who can get all the corrupt and hated guards on patrol together and bring them in the worst light.
So not someone like him, you want someone powerful.
Yeah.
He might tell you.
I have notoriously bad way with these humans. Maybe you could convince him, Thane.
So most of the city guard are actually elves. Even worse, nah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't think
Thane,
You were hoping they would.
So
does this man...
Rivergate is in fact
Yeah.
an elven city. For those of you who did forget, I'm
know
talking about
this.
players.
I know this, but having to be nice to a god. Okay, I'll try. Thane, does this man have a price that I can offer him?
Provide the official.
I hear he is a weak spot for the refined genders.
Good thing
Hey.
Will owns half of the brothel.
Worker of the night.
Very well. So, Temujin will walk up to the guard standing on the docks.
You will know of my brothel. Okay.
Guardsman,
Morning.
I need to... Apparently you can point me in the right direction. I'm looking for someone who can perhaps assist in a business adventure. Someone with a little bit of authority in the guard. Might you be that person?
Do you think I'd be standing here if I had authority?
Well, you might have fuck all else to do.
Yes, and then I'll get someone else to stand here.
This is fair. Where would you rather be?
In the arms of a beautiful, marked, red-haired elven maiden.
I tell you what, if you can point me in the direction of someone who's amicable to business, I can organize free visits for you to your red-haired maiden.
He turns, walks off to the guard station, looks back at you kind of expectantly before entering.
So, Temujin,
That's a small, so think of a porta potty size.
so Temujin will
There is, in fact, a hole in the seat, leading straight down to the water.
So Temujin will unclip one of his daggers, but not draw it, and then follow him in.
As you reach this cubicle, a piece of parchment slips out. You didn't get this from me.
Get what from you? So Temujin will give him instructions. Next time you go to your elven maiden, tell them you're there as a reward from Will. And they will see you treated right.
I'm assuming you're giving him directions to the specific.
Yeah, he'll explain to which one to go.
I was gonna have fun tonight.
This is a very funny fucking image in my head.
What?
This is a very funny image in my head.
Please do share with the class.
We want to know.
And now this guard like walks into the small room, right? This porta potty essentially.
Yeah.
With a hole straight onto the ocean. But I imagine like he looks at you and then walks in and you're like, oh, okay. And you follow him and as you walk in he's just like, dude, what the fuck? And you're like, I thought you told me to follow you. No, what?
I didn't ask you to follow me.
Hands around his ankles.
I didn't ask you to follow me, but you said with your eyes.
That would be great. So Temujin will read the note.
Can Temujin read?
Temujin can read. He can read Common, Elvish, and...
Understand the language. Does that mean he can read?
Does your society have written literature?
Or have you been in a...
Let's start with, what is your intelligence?
Well, let's be fair. He has scrolls of pedigree. He was raised as a knight, so...
Okay, you can read.
Intelligence is a +0 modifier, so intelligence as stock standard is 10.
Which does actually put you at the average intelligence of people of that era, where reading and writing isn't actually common practice. However, based on your upbringing, knight, scrolls, so on, you would actually have a basic grasp of
So any
the
type of
written word.
bullshit he won't be able to read. So a name on a piece of paper, probably. So he'll
So it's a name.
Just Temujin staying there.
Fuck's sakes.
A-E-T-H-E.
Why is that flip file not where I need it to be?
Just spelling out the word. Just the name John.
No, he just turns it on. Ask someone, what is the saying? He says like, my name's Jeff.
John.
I'm John.
I'm looking for a John.
A long John.
A long John.
With the long. That's the long John.
A poof doof.
Let me. Sorry. Apparently my files, my notes isn't where it's supposed to be. Sorry.
I claim innocence. You're actually fucked if you get a spell scroll. You're actually fucked if you get a spell scroll.
Completely. Legitly.
You're facing a dragon. Here's a spell scroll of fire resistance. Okay.
Accidentally summons demon.
Just hold up the scroll so the fire doesn't hit you.
It's like, what does this one do?
The scroll of fire resistance. Just hold in front of your face when you...
So Temujin starts reading aloudly to himself. N A S I R space K
I love the fact that he reads space.
E Y L A R.
monstrosity of a warrior.
Moving the lips and silently, like, moving.
So, Nasir Kivar.
Nazir Kilar. Let me just correct my spelling.
That's your killer.
Thank you. And he'll walk out into the actual
Just
guardhouse.
doing this in the porta potty.
You're never inside the
Fair.
porta potty. As you reached it, the note was slipped outside.
So he stands at the door of a shit house.
This guy's like, dude, fucking leave.
The guy had to wrote it on a piece of paper he had to use.
I don't have toilet paper anymore.
Anyone have toilet paper?
So he'll
The chances that he was using fig leaves is a lot higher.
yeah. So he'll go into the guardhouse proper. I'm looking for this.
So just before you reach the guardhouse, you hear the roar again. Closer.
How close?
Well, not city close, but definitely closer than it was the previous day.
From which direction?
Same direction as what it has always come.
From the ocean. Just getting him a better picture.
So Temujin will.
Well, no. So, from your point of view in Rivergate, saying the ocean would actually be in the opposite direction of what you're thinking of because of the bay.
Yeah.
So it's actually coming from the western side.
Alright, so
So
this
he'll-
direction.
yeah.
I can't see where you're pointing at.
So he'll
From where the explosion occurred.
Was the explosion not this side?
Nope.
Wasn't it east? Was it west? Oh, okay.
Oh, wait.
There's the fucking book I was looking for.
Well, there's your problem.
My book of names is not here. Fuck.
Where did I put it?
Oh wait, in front of the players.
Like, they're trying to find their glasses.
I'm quickly gonna go grab the world map.
Because I really thought it was east, northeast of the city.
I remember last time you also said northwest.
My bad, then, Jacob. A gentleman in the sky.
Haven't coughed yet, damn it. This time, just aim for his forehead.
Try and get him in the mouth that he jokes.
That's some Gigea shit. How about no?
How about now? And also, I don't have a mouth, so.
Haha! I did a nightmare to you.
Suck on them titties, boy.
PG-13 stream, sir. Not that anything we've come up tonight with is PG-13, but hey.
Well, suck on my titties, so. Is that how we draw the line?
It's the sir that puts me off.
You had me.
Suck on my manly
Once again,
tits.
stream deck would be very lovely around about now.
Yes.
So if we're able to make enough sales at Comic-Con, I'm hoping to get them for us.
I'm gonna try my damnedest.
Okay, so there is the area map, not the world map, it's
Yes.
technically speaking. So Rivergate would lie like this being that
Yes,
bay,
yeah.
the explosion was there.
Yes.
So yes, that away.
Now, you know what my problem was?
Yes,
Last time I sat where he sat. Not physically, I mean, the map was turned around. So I viewed it from that side, hence I thought it was east.
It is this away.
Yes, I didn't see north was this way. I thought north was that way.
That's why
So I thought,
gods have that
Okay,
piece.
fine.
I see it now, okay.
Hold on. Now, north is actual north in relation to how we are. It is this way.
That is false, because north is always forward facing from me.
Shut the fuck up.
North is always up.
So Temujin will simply just stand.
Talk the fuck up, just up.
Temujin will just stand in front of the door. We need to get a move on. Alright. You need to play nice. He'll kind of psych himself up. Play nice, play nice. Sensitive creatures. Play nice, play nice. Alright, go in. I'm assuming there's a receptionist.
Well, receptionist kind of implies a female. There is someone sitting behind the desk. That is not female.
He's not at the military. No, he's at the military quarter.
Yeah.
Isn't my ex there?
No, wrong building. Your ex is the
Warden.
guardsman, warden. She likes having people locked up, okay?
So he'll walk up to the guy at the desk. Guardsman, I have business with Nazir Kailar.
Roll performance check for me.
This guy right here.
This guy on the note that I didn't get anyway.
It's like, hey, that looks like Tim's handwriting. What? No.
Why would he?
Yeah, what do you mean? He wouldn't give me the name of a person who's corrupt at all. What do you mean?
I'm not a suspicious person.
Performance. That's a 60.
You managed to, as far as you can tell, you managed to get the name close enough that he understands what you're trying to say. It's like, do you have an appointment?
I do not have an appointment. This is a matter that came up urgently for his...
This might make it a little bit difficult. Let me check if he's available. And he scurries off.
It's very urgent.
So is everyone that comes here. It takes a few minutes and comes back. It's like he does have a few minutes to spare if you want.
It will take 3 minutes.
Very well. Let me show you the way. And he guides you off to the door. It's like steps in, presenting. Sorry, what was your name again?
Temujin.
Temujin. Surname?
I do not have one.
Timothy,
I do not have one.
So Temujin will walk in, and as he walks in, he'll, in his custom, respectfully remove his helmet and keep it in front of his chest.
Can I do for you?
I come with a business proposition that might solve some of your problems.
And what problems would I have?
Well, an empty purse, first of all, and secondly, those pesky guardsmen that give you a bad name. You know, the nasty, mean ones that do more damage to the guard image than they actually do good.
Roll persuasion for me.
Oh, really, Jesus.
I realized if Will or Timothy, if they get pulled over by, let's say, Speed Corps, Will is the one's going to be like, so can we make this, go away? Can we make a plan, an alternate, thing? Timmy's like, can I bribe you?
So you're the one, how can we fix this, and I'm the one just leaning over with the coke.
Like Will's is like with the guy that wants like an escort. Like Will's like, take him out, show him a good time, and when he's like wasted, get him to spill the beans. You're just like, yo, bro, I'll give you a hooker if you give me.
That's exactly it. So that's an 18 total.
This is not a conversation for you.
Agreed. Where can I meet you?
Give me an hour. There's an underground tavern.
Sounds good. Name?
Doesn't have one. It's underground. One of the entrances is a very more well-known tavern, the Cloak and Dagger.
I back I go for another round of beat down barbell.
Should you utter the phrase, "Only darkness can perceive me"?
I am 14 and this is deep. Look at a 14-year-old emo kid.
Receive me.
Oh, fuck you.
Sorry, that just looked like something a 14-year-old emo would
So-
post on Facebook.
Fuck you isn't something he'll do. Hanging is something that he would do. Preferably from the ceiling fan. Right.
This is the badass phrase you need to get into the underground club.
Going from that to swinging corpses. The ceiling fan.
And to whom do I utter this phrase? Dumbledore, perhaps?
Oh, you know her.
Intimately.
You lucky bastard.
Oh, she's good.
I don't wish to hear any further.
Would
I've
you
been
like to
trying for a while.
Would you like to join? I can maybe convince her.
I think that ship has sailed.
Very well. I will speak to Dumbledore. Thank you. I'll meet you there in an hour.
Very good.
So, Demagen will simply clack his heels together and walk out. He will also, as soon as he's out, put his helmet back on, after he ducked. And then he will duck again as he leaves the building. And then he'll...
Which you did not do as upon entry.
No, I didn't.
Welcome to the chaos and horrifying reality that is Will.
15.
You narrowly missed the top of the doorway.
Right. So he'll go back to Thane, just relay to Thane that that's dealt with, and then he will ask Thane to send a message to all of the tieflings that are willing to make a quick buck to meet him at the Cloak and Dagger the following morning.
Okay. Chris, are you doing anything during the day?
Yeah, he's just sitting there now.
Staying
at
away
the
from
bar.
Dumbledore.
No, he's going to the bar.
At the guild.
At the guild. Just sitting there. Folks are really mean. Just talking to the barman like, what?
What do you mean? She'll look up as Orc sitting next to you.
I mean in bed.
Are you offering?
No, but Dumbledore is. And she said this, she wants a threesome with someone called Imogen.
Don't you dare bring her name up like that again.
Chris is just like, what is this?
The Orc stands up and just walks away.
Why does this keep happening to me? Chris is just like, I swear.
You okay, then?
Sooner or later,
This man and orcs.
so now all of a sudden it's Orc time.
No, this man and everything.
Yes.
Sorry, it's just
Especially
too
Demagen.
It's just sitting there.
No, orcs and alcohol.
Yeah.
Are you?
So, Demagen will make his way to Dumbledore, and
Oh, hello, darling. Come back for some more.
unfortunately work calls me away.
So what are you doing here?
So he'll take her face again, kiss her, and then whisper in her ear, only darkness can perceive me.
You have any idea how fucking difficult it is to come up with shit like this on the fly? Your hair's not black enough.
And you forgot the mascara.
I'll get my black hoodie.
And I think you've been in the sun a bit.
I didn't know you go that direction. Okay.
Unfortunately, work calls me to strange places sometimes.
Spoiler alert, it's the gay club.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
Cut my fucking lip.
This one wasn't as sharp.
No, but it bounced and it hit my lip into my tooth. Okay, I'm gonna. I'm good.
Describe this.
Yeah, I'll just.
Take a break.
There you go.
Oh,
I think we're ending soon.
realign your chakras.
Tommy Dur leads Temujin away to a trapdoor that leads into the underground.
Is the underground,
Yes, it's dark.
is it a gay bar?
No.
Cool. So, Temujin will thank you, my love.
Just follow the passageway and you'll reach your destination, and you can perceive a hint of disapproval when she speaks to you.
So he'll kind of, before he gets down, he'll just take her head in his hands, and the only reason I'm going is for work. What is this place?
It is where the corrupted Tom's Guard gather, and no one else. And corrupted Tom's Guard isn't necessarily good to us. On the contrary, we tolerate them because of how they are.
So he'll just kiss her on the forehead.
With his helmet on.
He'll take his helmet off. He's not going to headbutt her. So
She might enjoy it.
this is true, but this is a discussion for Fade to Black. So he'll take his helmet off, kiss her on the forehead, watch this space, and he'll just grin at her, and then he'll climb down and make his way to the underground bar.
You hear the door latching behind you.
Right, and he will continue to the bar, following the door.
It takes quite a while. Thankfully, you are able to see ahead of you, seeing as the passageway is unlit.
Yeah.
There's no other passageways that stem off. There's a few tunnels carrying waste, for lack of a better term, sewage, that's the word I'm looking for. The smell is rancid.
Horrid.
You gag a couple of times as you head down this passageway. Before stepping out into a wider area. The stench is still quite rancid. You notice several tables laid out in front of you. Every single table, well, not every single table, but all the tables that has people are all wearing city guard uniforms. Almost the moment you step out, you hear someone shout, "They found us!" And the city guard jump up and start running. Scatter. As you step further in,
So he'll just shout out randomly, "I'm here to meet Nazir Kilar."
you're from the opposite side. "Calm down, boys. He's here with us."
And then he'll simply make his way. He'll keep his helmet off, and he'll just make his way to his seat and wait.
He comes and sits across from you. "So what is it you want to talk about?"
So first of all, I've been hearing rumors about a certain captain of your guard.
Now, some of us is a little bit unsure of that one. When they say fingering a minor, is it playing the lute or something else?
Oh, it's something else.
It's unfortunate.
It's
Well, not really. We've been trying to get rid of him for some time now.
So tell me, how many of you honorable gentlemen are there that visit here?
Well, there's a couple more that isn't presently here. We're about 50, 60 odd total.
So let me make this clear. I intend to challenge him for rule of the guard. To replace him with a proper gentleman who plays to proper rules. What would that...
Unfortunately, bureaucracy stands in your way.
Who do I need to stab or maim or flinch to get this done?
So for a start, there's no way you'll be able to take this place.
Who can we replace him with? Who's his next in line then?
There's one more before me. Take care of them both. I'll automatically be put in their place and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Theoretically.
Say you had the backing of a powerful patron. Someone with wealth and someone with means. Could we make an arrangement for you to look the other way?
Oh, that'll depend on what coin is involved.
Oh. Proverbial dragon's hoard.
You have my attention.
So, if we were to reach an agreement with my employer, we would need weapon shipments, narcotics, prostitution, all of our racketeering operations protected, of course, and not raided. We would also need the smuggling of certain substances to be turned a blind eye to. In exchange, we will give you the funds to grease the necessary palms, as well as a sizable contribution to your coffers.
If by some happenstance our dear captain of the guard and his 2IC finds their way out of the city on a more permanent basis, and it becomes necessary for me to
step in to fill the void. If the coin is good, I can structure guard schedules as such that there are certain individuals present in certain scenarios.
And what proof will we have that you will not double cross us?
None.
And if we were to request, I don't know, say, hostages into our care, do you have any to offer?
Once again, it's open to interpretation. What are you looking for?
Usually when hostages are exchanged between my clans, it is someone close and dear. They are taken well care of course. Given an education, given training. If they are male or female, that matters not. However, make no mistake that they are hostages and need to be double-crossed. Of course, naturally, things would need to happen.
I've heard of this brutality from the West.
They get a life at court. They are raised as nobles, as befits them. Very few ever realize the danger that they are in. Of course, we have also brutally taught the clans to honor bargains and pact made. Hostages are to be returned at the age of 21. Or they might be recruited to join our cause. The choice is theirs.
How many?
For the type of deal we have going, at least 2.
Destination?
For a start, they will receive training and be confined
Fair enough.
to the Guards Guild.
But where do I send them?
We will arrange delivery and pick up here, from where I will ensure that they are escorted to their new quarters.
I can have someone sent directly to you.
I think for safety's sake, let's do this like honorable folk and meet at a neutral point.
Very well.
So
We have a first job you want us to perform.
I need to know where the captain is, and I need to know where his 2IC is, and I need to know where their movements will be within the next 2 days. I also need you to make sure that they realize the importance of ongoing mercenary guild campaigns to stop these horrid creatures, and that his participation in the events of defeating the sea creatures would be highly appreciated in cleansing his befouled name in the eye of the general.
Is Lute playing?
Yes. Yes. May convince him and his 2IC, in fact, to join our little foray into culling these horrid creatures, and that he will return as a hero in the eyes of the people. All further rumors quelled by his glorious victory.
I'll see what I can do.
So Temujin will take out a little coin bag with about, say, 100 coins in it.
Copper, silver, gold, platinum.
Gold! My boy, gold! Not platinum, though.
You need to be specific.
This is true.
100 platinum.
I don't have that much. 100 gold, and he'll just, as a sign of good faith.
I'll see it's done.
So Temujin will not shake hands with him, but he will simply stand up.
Well, the guardsman doesn't offer his hand
Yeah.
to be shaken.
So neither will Temujin. He'll just stand up, look around the room, and put 5 more gold down and drink for all of these fine gentlemen. And with that, he'll
They appreciate it. The exit is that way. And he points you down a different tunnel.
So Temujin will follow that route.
So, following that route takes you out to the docks, hidden behind some old crates.
So he'll make sure to cover his tracks and properly close and hide the exit again. And from there on, he'll make his way to.
So, actually, more. So it's behind crates, is on inside a warehouse on the docks.
Okay.
Sorry. I'm thinking more along the lines of that area under Sovereign Guard from Skyrim.
yes.
Obviously, there's no cliff.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah.
warehouse.
So yeah, okay, perfect. So he'll still make sure that it's nicely hidden again, and then he'll leave, and he'll make his way back to Thane, and just tell Thane, I've organized protection for our operations. Make sure to let me know of anything, and I'll organize amicable guards for our plans.
Will do, laddie. Anything else?
Is the dwarven smith at his forge? Do you know, perhaps?
I'm guessing he's fairly busy with the war effort, you know.
I'll wait. It's fine. Thank you, Master Thane. And Temujin will make his way back to the guild.
Okay. So, Will, in your search, you find nothing pertaining to what you're looking for. You find a lot, but not what you're looking for.
I figure as much. Time of day?
End of the day,
End of the day.
you spent a lot of time looking through books.
I'm just making sure.
There's a reason why I carried on with him.
Yeah. No, of course. So I'll just head back to the guild. As well at that point.
Did you learn
Yes.
anything?
No.
Damn it.
As you enter the guild, you also hear the roar. It is close. It's probably not going to be long to face it. I'm going to say quickly roll me a group insight check.
Rolling, eh?
Insight.
Insight. 50. What's that? 22.
All of you are now quite distinctly aware of some creature approaching Rivergate. And all of you with your battle experience knows it is probably best to face this in an open field. And that's where we'll call the evening.
Ready the guards, load the cannon, the beast is on the lawn.
If you require one, take a long rest. So,
Next one.
yeah, part of the reason why I'm calling it here is I think it would be good if Megan can be here as well, because I'm not anticipating this to be a easy one. But yeah, this has been fun. Let me just get everything.
No, great, more fighting.
Well, you can get a long rest. You should be healed up by now.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, thank you for joining us. I think this has actually been a very interesting session, at least from my side. Next week, it's just me, myself, and I. Or, in other words, me and my other two personalities. We'll be running World Building Wednesday. Hopefully, ESCOM doesn't fuck me again. And hopefully, my streaming software doesn't fuck me again. So I can actually live stream for more than just, I think it was 13 or 14 minutes. That was not the intent. But yeah, I'll probably do next week what I was hoping to do was not 3 weeks ago. So filling out a little bit more of the world map of Yaraba, doing that live, chatting a bit. So if there are people who are asking questions about the live stream, I'll try and keep chat open and answering said questions as I'm sketching it out. That does apply to the players as well. You are welcome to watch and post questions on chat. I might not answer all of said questions, depending on how secretive said information is, but should said information be secretive, I will say so. So, next week, World Building Wednesday, I'll be drawing a map and delving a bit more into the lore of the world, try to at least, and then in 2 weeks' time, we'll be back with Isles of Adomawyr. Megan did say she will be present for that one as well, so very excited for that one. Then, as I said in the beginning, check out Drayman's Breweries. My words is done for the evening. Fantastic beer and fantastic mead. Oh my word, that beer wolf mead is beautiful. I had it last week Friday for the first time over at Viking Pit, and I had one sip and I called one of the brewers at Drayman's to cock him out because what the fuck did he tell me about it? Ja, ek praat van jou, Gerard.
It's like courting a fair maiden on a Sunday.
So
Prerequisite.
that is what I think of when I listen to Hadron from a Monomarth, where they say a drink in our hand and a girl at our side.
Yes.
But yeah, anyways, fantastic mead. They also make some very, very good whiskey. Also, obviously, beer. I mean, I drink that a lot. So go check them out. And then, just a reminder, if you're interested in the Let's Get stuff that you see us using here, you have an online shop. I'll post the link in the website. Or alternatively, we will be at Comic-Con coming up the 26th to the 29th of September, so slightly less than 2 months. I'm not stressed at all. Thank you, good evening, see you in a week's time.